just got back from another Bob Harrison leadership event in Hawaii. It was really good. The environment, the people, and the same principles that changed my life years ago, the principles that led me to build a multi-million-dollar company, they were core in every story and teaching we heard. And here it is. We were created to multiply, not just get by, not just maintain where we are, but to actually increase. And not just for the sake of having more, but to make a difference. See, when you really understand that we were made to multiply, it changes how you think about success. It changes how you build, and it also changes how you show up. So in this video, I want to walk you through 3 lessons from this past week, and I want you to think about how they apply directly to you. Lesson 1 is know your purpose. See, from the very beginning of time, God tells us in Genesis, be fruitful and multiply. That's not just a suggestion. That's literally part of our design. We were created to increase, to build something, to grow something, to make impact beyond ourselves. So let me ask you, do you actually see growth and success as part of your purpose? Or do you feel like you have to hold back? Maybe you have to explain it or even justify it. Because when you really understand this, you stop hesitating and you start realizing that building something meaningful is part of what you're here to do. So ask yourself, where in your life do you need to stop holding back and start moving forward? Lesson 2, increase includes people. See, if we're made to multiply, it's never just about us. But for people to be a part of something, they have to be able to see it. This became real to me when I started my company. I had a strong plan. I knew exactly what I wanted to build. I had thought it through and I'd written it down. Then I started calling potential investors and I had great conversations. People were kind to me. They were even encouraging, but not one person invested. And I remember thinking, what am I missing? And then I heard a story about my dad that I'd never heard before. He'd asked a friend to invest in a building project, and the friend said no, he felt it was too risky. But a few days later, my dad shows up at his doorstep with 2 plane tickets, and he says, you'll pack a bag, we're going to New York to meet with a banker. Now my dad was bold that day, but our friend went, and somewhere on that flight, 30,000 feet in the air, my dad began walking him through his vision, not just the project, but what it could become. And the vision clicked. By the time they landed, his friend had agreed to co-sign on a loan. And he later told me it was the only investment he had ever made money on. And when I heard that, it hit me. It wasn't about asking for money, it was about helping people see something. And I made a decision. If my dad could do that, so could I. And from that moment on, I stopped focusing on what I needed and I just started sharing what I saw. And I believed it. Anyone who joined me, it would be one of the best investments they ever made. And that's when things began to change for me. Because when people can see it, they can step into it. So here's a question. Are you clearly sharing what you see? Because people can't be a part of what they don't understand. The 3rd lesson is this, step into increase, or the way it's hit me personally recently, stop hiding. See, I've been creating these videos since last June. I've been putting in a lot of work and they've actually been getting thousands of views, but I wasn't telling anyone. I wasn't sharing them with my friends and I wasn't sharing them with my community. I was waiting until I thought they were good enough. I wanted them to be better. Then something different happened. I'd included Bob Harrison in one of my videos, so I sent it to him just to make sure he was okay with me posting it. What I didn't expect, which was very cool, was that he would share it with the entire conference. And what stood out to me, it wasn't just that he shared it, but it was how people responded. People came up to me and they asked how to see more. They came up to me and they wanted to know where to find my content. And in that moment, and then in the days that followed, I kept hearing this over and over. Jane Ann, it's time to stop hiding. You are made to multiply. And it hit me because you can't multiply something you keep to yourself. So I want to challenge you. Where are you holding back when it's actually time to step forward? Because increase, it requires movement. And then this is where faith is real for me. Because if we were created to multiply, then what we've been given, it's not accidental, it's entrusted to us. And there's a principle in Scripture, to whom much is given, much is required. And I've been thinking a lot about that lately, because it's not about feeling pressure, it's just being responsible. It means what you've been given, your abilities, the opportunities, your resources, they were meant to grow. And when you see it that way, stepping forward doesn't feel so risky. It's just responding. So if I were to summarize this year's Hawaii leadership event, we were made to multiply. That means growing what we've been given, including others, and being willing to step forward when it's time. Because this isn't just about having more, it's about making a greater difference. And by the way, if you've never been to one of Bob Harrison's Increase events, he has another one coming up October 29th through October 31st in California. It's worth being in that kind of environment with that kind of teaching. If this resonates with you, subscribe to this channel, because this is the type of stuff we talk about. And if you'd like to join this conversation, leave a comment. What's one area where you know it's time to step out? Guys, thanks for watching. I'm Jane and Craig. And remember, success is not about luck or chance. It's about getting in alignment with right increase principles and strategies.